roll with the video. And I'll
You're all set.
I'll do the swearing in first, okay.
Okay.
All right, so the Ware Finance Committee, first meeting of the new fiscal year, 2023-24. If everybody could stand, raise your right hand, repeat after me for the oath of office. I
I,
state your name.
Janice Matthews,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially discharge
and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
as,
as Finance Committee member
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
agreeably to the rules and regulations
agreeably to the rules and regulations
of the Constitution and laws of the state of New Hampshire,
of the Constitution and laws of the state of New Hampshire.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Okay. So the first order of business is, actually, Tom, you're gonna do we'll start with the
Yes.
Pledge of Allegiance,
Uh,
since we're understanding.
If people would stand. I pledge
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and then there are two other pieces of business that I am gonna cover here, and then Tom's gonna take over the meeting from that point on. One is the social media policy that you may all have in front of you. Did you get a copy there, John, as well? Yep.
Yep.
And there's one, a separate page to acknowledge and sign for that policy. And then there's also an ethics policy, and that has the signature on the same page with that, all right? So I'm going to turn this meeting over to Tom. Thank you.
Yes, I'd like you to welcome you to the first Finance Committee meeting of the year. Our main order of business today is to elect officers and review some of the expectations of this. Also, after the officers have been elected, we'll go into who on the committee wants to serve on which subcommittee, which is one for the Ware Schools, one for John Stark, and one for the town of Ware. So that said, open the floor for nominations for chairman of the committee.
John, would you be interested?
No.
Tom, would you be interested?
Yeah, I would. I'll do it again if you want.
I nominate Tom Clow for chair.
Are
You second?
Second.
there any other nominations? Well, there being none, then I accept it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, maybe I don't. We'll see how the year goes.
Well, I thought you might want a break, so I thought maybe we'd ask somebody else first. and
Yeah.
At least give you a.
Well, this will be my last
Potential.
year for a while, because one of the rules of the ordinance is that a person can only serve 6 consecutive years, and this will be my 6th year. Then I'll have a decision to make after that, which I haven't made. Vice Chair? Nominations for Vice Chair?
Janice, you interested?
I will.
I nominate Janice Matthews.
Second?
Thank you.
Any other nominations for Vice Chair? Being none, congratulations.
Thank you.
Secretary?
Tom, you did a good job last year. You interested again, or?
I thought I heard Maria was interested this year, but
I'll do it.
All right, I nominate Maria.
Second. I second.
All in favor? Aye?
Right.
Okay.
did we vote on the chair? We didn't,
No.
no, we didn't
Since there-
vote. We
since
didn't
there was
vote
no
on
one
the-
here.
Actually, there's only one in each case, so I don't know. We can vote if you'd like to go back, so just so we have it official.
It sounded like we just voted on that.
We did.
I heard ayes and I couldn't hear.
Why don't we just back up? All in favor of Clow for chairman, raise your right hand.
Aye.
Okay. Those in favor of Janice for vice chair. Raise your hand.
Aye.
Those in favor of Maria for secretary, raise your hand.
Aye.
Now we're really official. Okay. Now, just a reminder that I didn't bring copies of it this time, but the ordinance for the Finance Committee is easily available on the town website. So if any members want to review that, probably wouldn't be a bad idea because it has been a while. And there are some intricacies that we should follow. I'd say the next order of business would be, the roles and responsibilities, which would really come down to which subcommittee do you want to be on. There are two. Bill Anderson, who couldn't be here at the beginning of the meeting, asked that he be put on the Ware Schools because he has been on the past, and he says he's developed a rapport with the school committee, so he would like to be on that. Is there any objection to Bill? Okay,
None.
so Bill Anderson will be schools.
Are we splitting the schools?
Where?
Pardon me?
Where, okay.
Ware versus John Stark, we had two
Yeah,
separate
two
groups.
separate groups, and then one for the town.
I'd like to continue on the town.
Yeah,
I would too.
okay, I would too, if you don't mind, because I cover it for the newspaper, and it would be awkward I couldn't be there covering it for the newspaper and be someplace else, so, if there's no objection, I'll do that too. So the three of us will be for the town, Maria, Janice, and Tom. And we need two more for this Ware Schools. Was anybody who was on it last year who wants to continue on Ware Schools?
I was on it. I was thinking about jumping over to John Stark.
Okay,
Just
well,
to
that's fine,
break it up a little bit, but.
yeah. No, now we've got one for each, and now,
I can do either school. I was gonna choose John Stark.
And I did John Stark last year, and I'm happy to do either as well, so.
you want to stick with it, or?
That's fine.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
John Stark, John Stark,
Yeah, I could do either.
and John Stark, so we don't have anyone except for Bill. So we need two for the Ware.
Can you be on two
We have
committees?
four other members coming.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have two more that will go there. They just don't have the choice that we've had tonight.
Your first pick, if you're here, I guess.
Yeah. So, Maria, you got all that?
Yeah, So we're just-
Since you brought that up, I just want to interject one thing. There's a member of the Ethics Committee that was asking if he was to leave the Ethics Committee, he would be able to join this committee.
isn't the ethics committee voted on by the town though? Didn't we vote for those people?
Yep.
Mhm.
He would have to
Saying he wanted to
Oh,
resign,
so
I
you could be on
assume.
both?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. Cannot be on both, but if he was to resign, could he then come over to? It sounds like we may have someone that comes to the next meeting. That, what was it, James?
Well, we have room on the committee,
Right,
and yeah, it could go up to 13, so there's really no reason that we could say, no, you can't be, as long as he or she is resigning from the
I think
Ethics Committee.
ultimately, though, it is your appointment. We don't accept that appointment. You make the appointment.
right. I just wanted clear if that was anything that you'd run into before. It's someone that's been on the committee before,
No,
so.
we haven't. We've run into the issue of needing to resign from this if they were running for office, if they put their name in for an office, and, but this is the flip side of that, in a sense.
Correct. Yep,
Once that resignation comes in, the person is no longer in an elected position, so
okay. All right, thank you.
that puts it back in your ballpark.
Yep, all right, thank you.
Now, Naomi, is Wednesday, what Wednesday is the conservation?
ethics committee did Wednesdays.
Pardon me?
The ethics committee did Wednesdays.
So what is available?
Planning board has Thursday,
everybody comes back, there are three other people that will be available.
Friday's always available,
4 other people.
but you're gonna have to fend alone because I'm not sitting here, so.
I was gonna say.
This thing, you're Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night this week, so,
Zoning
The
is,
town clerk is normally here till 7 on Thursday night, or Wednesday night.
Wednesdays, yeah.
Wednesday night.
Are they here every Wednesday?
Well, she's at a training now, so, but normally on Wednesdays.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah, open late.
Yes. Yep.
So it looks like Tuesday is only the fourth Tuesday. Thursdays, first and third is available. I don't know how long the ethics committee's gonna continue to meet. If they complete their forms, they would only meet if they get complaints.
well, maybe if we picked the date for the next meeting and then finalize the ones after that.
They should know on the 18th, the ethics committee, what their plan is after that,
Okay,
because they've sent all their stuff to legal.
what if we go to the 17th, Tuesday, the
Fourth
17th?
final ones are there.
Oh, I thought that was open.
No,
Thursday.
The fourth Thursday, the fourth Tuesday, sorry. They
Oh,
always pick the
4th,
third.
okay, yeah, that's kind of late. Do you know if we chose the 5th, whether the CIP presentation would be ready at that time?
Chose the fifth of.
The 5th of, no, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong month, I gotta go to November. Right.
I could lose it too.
That would be the Thursday, the 2nd of November?
Jack and I haven't gotten it together yet.
Yeah, it'd be a little early, I think, to call the school and say, would you be ready that soon? Not giving them a leeway.
We haven't started budgets at the town yet either. We just
No.
barely set the fuel price, so now that Beth can do that, we're sending out, she's gonna start sending out the budgets to get them done.
9th would be a planning board meeting, correct?
Correct, they're gonna meet 9 and 16 in November, because of Thanksgiving.
Pardon me?
They're meeting the 9th and 16th because of Thanksgiving.
Okay. And we don't want to meet the 16th either, the day before Thanksgiving, I don't believe.
16th, that's a week before Thanksgiving. Did you mean the 23rd? No, that 23rd is Thanksgiving.
Is Thanksgiving, right?
Very nice.
There he is. No, you're gonna swear in. I'm gonna swear you in.
Oh, okay. You weren't waiting for me, were you?
11
No,
and
no, no.
16.
So the meeting started, they'll catch you up here in a second.
Yeah.
Okay,
So when you're ready, I'll just swear you in and,
I'm ready.
okay.
Yeah.
So raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Yep.
I,
I,
Bill,
Bill Anderson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties
and perform all the duties
incumbent upon me as
incumbent upon me as
the Finance Committee,
finance committee,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
agreeably to the rules and regulations
agreeable to the rules and regulations
of the Constitution and laws
of the Constitution and laws
of the state of New Hampshire,
of the state of New Hampshire,
so help me God.
so help me God.
All right, welcome to the committee.
We'd like to congratulate you because you're now chairman.
Oh, no. No. You're not gonna fake me out like that.
Okay, we're trying to establish a
Is that why you were
calendar for
late?
the next meeting.
Is that why I was late?
Yeah.
No, yeah, this is why I was late.
Okay, I guess we'll take your word.
Naomi, I'm just jumping around here. What would you suggest for November to work around everybody else's schedule?
Well, I don't, like I said, I won't know until next week what ethics is doing, but, you could probably have the first of November. He's sticking with Wednesday.
I don't think it has to be a Wednesday,
No,
if that helps you scheduling wise.
No, because there's a first and the second, that's a Wednesday and a Thursday.
That would only give us 3 weeks to notify somebody to come and present.
Yeah, we
Uh,
aren't ready.
You're not either for the CIP or for the, I know not for the town. And I
No, see,
don't think I should call Jacqueline Cook and say we'd be ready in 3 weeks, because even their
they won't be-
budgeting schedule is different than ours, because their fiscal year is different. So I don't think Wednesday, the 1st would work.
No.
And Ethics Committee,
That brings up another, I said I wasn't gonna say anything, but.
that's okay, go ahead.
But this brings up another point that came up earlier this year. And this would be something that I would ask if you guys could kind of, explore this option. You mentioned that the school budget and the town budget and, and where the election is. Have we ever considered moving the election in order to make it match up with the school budget and the town budget?
Well, the election, I think,
That's-
that's by a statute, I believe, of the
Go to town meeting first.
town meeting.
Okay.
That's
I
not our
believe.
call.
No, I would, not that it's your call, but if the town said, okay, yeah, we decided we want to move it to, say, May, 7th, I believe is or May is the alternate. There's a number of towns that have done that because of snow for one reason, but also to match it up to the school year. So for the first school year, or the first budget rather, you have to make a longer budget, right?
Yeah, we served at basically the pleasure of the town and the school board, so whatever their schedule is, we would just work to that schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personal
No, I don't wouldn't see
opinion,
any problem with it
I'm a
personally.
traditionalist, I like it the way it is.
Okay,
If you were a real traditionalist, we go get rid of Senate Bill too.
Pardon me?
If you were a real traditionalist, we get rid of Senate Bill too.
Yes, it'd be
Yeah.
town meeting.
Right.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, so.
okay. All right, I just want to at least get that out there.
Yeah, we would just work around whatever the schedule is.
I don't know, Tom, I can't tell you when we're gonna be ready, we just started budgets.
Well, I think at a minimum, we should probably get together on 11/1 or 11/2 and just see where we are, and then see if we can get the rest of the
You can
members
put that
here,
schedule at that point.
and then get a better schedule, yes.
All right,
So another
Plus
quick
for the
meeting,
people that aren't here.
yeah.
yeah, okay, just come together, probably would be a half-hour meeting, you reffing that day?
Was there an email sent, is that
No,
why we're missing people, or did anybody send, was there an email sent to everybody to come, or?
No, I didn't get one.
No.
Yeah, no, I talked to you at CIP and you at CIP.
Lori, can we help you find something?
Finance?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got told it was 7.
No, they have to be out of here by 7, but then
No,
conservation canceled.
But I can swear you in. You wanna
Okay.
grab a seat, well, Sam's first, I guess. Now I gave you back the,
See, that's the sheet. The oath.
Hmm?
Aren't there more of us?
They're in the works.
Ah,
I
I,
state your name,
Lori Davis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
and perform all the duties incumbent upon me
as
as
Finance Committee,
Finance Committee,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities,
agreeably to the rules and regulations
agreeably to the rules and regulations
of the Constitution
of the
and
Constitution
the laws of the state of New Hampshire,
and the laws of the state of New Hampshire.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
she needs those forms.
I guess our best alternative is to have a meeting on the 1st, which would be a fairly short meeting, so we can set up a schedule after that. The way I see it, we'll have 3 presentation nights, one from CIP, one from the school district, where we listen to both Ware School presentation and John Stark, and then the department heads will come in and present for the town. So I would think that department heads for the town is going to be a December meeting probably by the time that the budget is together enough so they can present. So by the first, Naomi, would you know when,
We'll
Jack?
have a better idea as of the first.
Pardon me?
I said we'll have a better idea, because we just sent out everybody's budget to work on.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the CIP, because that's
Oh,
pretty well ready,
yeah.
because the CIP committee is already
It's
done
still
there.
gonna change after it leaves your desk.
So maybe on Wednesday, the first, we can know when that will be like the first thing, and then we'll figure out where the town and the schools will present after that.
CIP, they go to planning board first, don't they?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that they'll get their 26th is hearing night. Well, I'll come up with a schedule.
Do you know when town meeting is? The first part of town meeting, is it the
Yeah,
3rd or the 10th?
February 3rd.
3rd, thank you.
February 3rd, you said?
Yeah.
Did you get Lori the paperwork?
Sorry.
It's for- for
Yeah,
the
sure. So
secretary's
it's on the pile, yeah, I grabbed it.
So this is the social media
Oh, you gotta sign
policy.
this?
You
Oh,
sign
This is the form to sign, acknowledging it.
Okay.
Name, print date, or signature and date. And then this is the ethics, code of ethics with the signature on that one.
Okay.
If you need a copy of this, there's other copies of it.
Just to update you, Laurie, we had the election of the 3 officers, and I'm serving as chair, Janice is vice chair, and Maria is the secretary.
And subcommittees?
Subcommittees, that's right, what we're looking for is subcommittee members for Ware Schools. We have 3 people on the other 2 committees. So if you would be willing to do that, we have 2 empty spaces for the Ware School Subcommittee.
When do they meet?
I've got it, yep. Am I on that?
Yes.
Yeah, I asked to be on that again. The next school board meeting is the 17th October, Tuesday the 17th. It's on the SAU website. I'm not sure, they usually meet at 6 o'clock, I think. 6:30.
6:30.
You know, what's a half an hour, right?
Give or take, I'm early for others, so.
Okay.
So Ware meets on Tuesdays?
Tuesday, they're meeting Tuesday the 17th. The next one on their calendar is the 28th of November and then the 19th of December. Those are the next 3 meetings that are on the school calendar right now. And the only other information I got, I just started checking with the schools. I'm going to send them a list of, if anybody has anything they want to get from the schools, feed it to me, because I was going to send something up to Chris, asking a few questions about, such as, were they able to hire the paras this year with the new contract? I'd kind of like to get feedback on that. How much money they ended the year with their fiscal year, and how much was going to be dumped back. I got information. They put it up on their website of the population this year. It's up there, and just for grins, Stark is actually up 8 students. They've got 633 right now at the high school, and the middle school is down 35 students from last year. They dropped below 500. They're down to 481. The elementary school is down 27 students this year. They're sitting at 343. And they break it down by grades. Like kindergarten, they've got 80. They still have 5 classes. And they've got the number of classrooms, the number of students broken down by grades, which is real good. You didn't have to send something up to try and get it, because they put it out already this year, which is good.
So is that a yes?
Yes.
Looks like they meet at 6 PM.
That's what I thought.
Thank you.
6 o'clock.
It's early.
Yeah. They meet at the middle school. Cafeteria.
I think that pretty much takes care of our agenda for tonight, with the exception of completing a calendar for the remainder of our meetings, which we can't do until we meet again. So we have the subcommittees chosen, we have the offices chosen, and we haven't finalized the calendar yet because we don't have the information for that. So put on your calendar Wednesday, the 1st, as a meeting which will probably be fairly short, I would think.
Start time?
6:30, good for you?
I don't want to do 6 if you don't mind. I don't know what your schedule is,
No,
Bill, but
I'm actually, right then, I'm in, kind of in between seasons. Soccer ends and basketball hasn't started yet, so. Yeah, usually, historically, 7 o'clock is great later, but 6:30 is better. 6 can be a problem, you know, but I don't want to try to drive the train.
Yeah.
I mean,
so is 6:30 okay with the rest of the group?
6:30 is great.
6:30?
Yes.
I'll give everybody time to get a bite to eat after you leave work and get here. Okay, so 6:30 on Wednesday, November 1st. And we'll take it from there on that date as far as where to go from there. We should know when we can do the CIP, which we'll lead off with, and then I contact the school to see where they could plug theirs in, and we'll move on. Okay?
And you have the emails for the other members that you can vote on?
I do. I have it right here. Maybe we could get a copy. Is there anybody who didn't put their,
'Cause I mean, this was publicly posted for how long? A couple weeks or a month?
No, it was, right, but if you don't e-subscribe, you have no clue.
Or if somebody's not paying attention to the website?
But if you don't e-subscribe, I think Tom Flaherty was talking about that earlier.
I think people might even confused, because other years, something's been put out by email to like all from the last year's email addresses, so they kind of triggered that.
For the moderator.
Yeah, from the moderator, I think,
I don't have a list of
Yeah,
everybody's emails,
yeah.
for one thing.
yeah. Well,
Can
And
you
I
send an
only
email to
sort people
everybody?
at the
Can you
beginning
send
of
an
last
email to
year. I
everybody
didn't
for
run the meeting
warnings
at
of
that point.
meetings, just to remind us, because not
I'm
everybody
just
is
saying
on the
how it was
calendar.
done previous.
yeah,
To answer your question in a different way than you
People might
asked,
have
it, yes,
been
we
stupid.
can obtain those emails.
last year I set up a group.
What's
Of
good
who
is
was
if
on
we
it
I don't know
last
what I
year.
did wrong.
if we got a list,
Every other person on the list would get it.
list
I
of
gotta
everybody
straighten
here
out.
and their emails, and then everybody
was the plan.
who's supposed to be on the
Send
committee
out
and
an
their
email
emails,
for
and everybody
everybody.
has a copy of those email addresses, then we're good to roll, because we can.
Can I take a picture of that?
Well, I would ask you,
Oh,
is
this is for
everyone
me?
here
Did you want-
subscribed?
Pardon me?
So you
I'll just
see
take a
the
picture of it.
updates on the
Yeah, or
town
maybe
website?
Naomi could make us a quick
Not yet, but
copy
I
if
will
she
be
wants.
tonight.
I am, but I've got so much stuff
Apparently
running
not.
that,
I thought I was, but I didn't see it, so.
No, it's good, I just took a picture of it. I'm like,
But then for everybody.
Yeah, could, yeah.
Does everybody know how to subscribe to the emails?
I go on the town website, and I can see this.
if you give me a list of that, I will send it.
Yes.
I want to subscribe.
At a time to
Yeah,
everybody to
so,
remind them we
so
have a meeting.
I would say that
All have
is
stuff.
that for the
it
minutes?
should almost be a requirement of being part of any committee for the town. I personally did it before I even ran for the office of moderator. And you can choose which ones. You could say, I only want to see emails from the library trustee committee or whatever it is.
Add yours.
The board of trustees or whatever,
Could add
the
yours.
cemetery committee, whatever you want to see. Or you can get everything. You can get bombarded with emails if you really wanted to. But, you know, you certainly can sign up and it doesn't take all that long, right, on the website?
That's your
It's
email.
easier.
So I would highly recommend that everybody is signed up on that, and then there's never gonna be a question of, well, I didn't get this email, or, you know, emails go to spam folders sometimes, or, you know.
I don't think so.
Does that, Naomi, just go for announcement of meetings? I only get agendas and minutes.
No, you can click on anything you want.
Correct.
Go back and e-subscribe. And
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of options.
That'd be a good idea. Then you'll all have two sources. Mine, which is what turned out to be unreliable last year.
Yeah, so if you remember back in the old days of Publishers Clearinghouse, you could sign up for Fishing Game, or Fishing Field and Stream, or whatever it's called, or Sports Illustrated, or, you know, People Magazine, or whatever. It's the same thing. You can sign up for all these different committees individually, or get a whole bunch of them, or only sign up for one. But it will give you the updates. You don't have to go on the website once a day to say, oh, is there anything new going on in town?
Yeah.
It will come right to your inbox,
Hey, Tom,
so.
I can read off, if you go to, I have a link, if you go to www.where.nh.gov,
Too fast.
Oh, that's their regular website.
that's the
Okay.
town website /subscribe, so www.nh.gov/subscribe. And
Does
in
it,
there, you just pick off the ones you want, and you can also choose agendas, meetings, notices. You can pick finance, you can pick anything you want, or you click, I think you can click all. It's really handy to do. One more point, Tom?
sure, go right ahead, I'm sorry.
I have, so I was the secretary last year, I have emails that I sent the minutes out to everybody with everybody's email address on it. I can forward it to somebody if they wanna send out a notice about the next meeting, or, yeah.
I thought it was also on the website.
I don't know if their email addresses are on the website, not our personal ones. So you could use the email from the minutes last year that I sent out, which I can
Well, we have it right here.
no, the people that are on the
People on
committee that
board
aren't
here.
here tonight,
Oh, okay.
like James Drury and Gary Evans and Elizabeth, who aren't here tonight. I have their emails.
Okay. Do you want to, if you have them, would you mind sending out that first one?
Yeah, I'll forward it to Maria,
yeah,
and
okay.
she'll send that out.
Yeah, I don't know, when I set up a group, email group, Finance Committee, listed the names, listed the email addresses, sent it out, and some people would get it and some people wouldn't. Does anybody have any idea what key I'm missing in there in order to get that to get to everybody?
I know, but when I send out the minutes, you can just reply all to it, and then you'll have everybody on one.
Mhm.
Sometimes if you set up groups, I don't know what program you're using. If there's a
Like
comma
Comcast.
missing between the names, that screws things up a little bit. You might have a malformed list of names that could
Yeah.
exclude some people.
Bad syntax, right?
I've seen that happen before, so,
If they have certain email accounts, too, like Gmail, a lot of stuff goes to the spam
you
folder
go
with
to their
email.
spam.
So there's no simple answer, that's what you're
So,
saying.
well,
Right,
Maria's
could be more
answer,
than one reason, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Maria's answer is the simplest is, if you have an email with everybody on it, just do a reply to all, scratch out the contents and start a new email from that. That's,
So it won't come out as RE, whatever, from the last
you
email?
have to change the
As long as you
subject.
change the subject.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to do that as well. I mean, that's the easiest way, if you don't have a group.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably the more reliable way from my last year's experience.
Right.
And then you have a copy of this.
Yeah, and that, again, that's why I just think it reflects on, if everybody is getting all the communications, that reflects well on the board. on the
Yeah,
committee,
absolutely.
And, you know, people say, well, I don't know what's going on in town, well, I work on the committee, and I don't know what's going on either. And that doesn't necessarily reflect as well. So it's an easy fix.
Okay, then, anything else that anybody has they'd like to discuss before we adjourn for the day?
I move to adjourn.
Okay, I don't think anybody's gonna argue.
Second?
Second? Oh, go ahead. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.